Hey, what's up? This intro is for YouTube. So what's up, YouTube? This is On the Rocks with Doolin, Dalton.
And the Songbirdies.
And wouldn't you guess it, Kyle's not here yet. And this next song I was going to play, he is literally wearing the t-shirt for. This next song is Donuts and Bills by Andy Gabbard and M. Ross Perkins, our beloved friends. That was Love Letter by Flying Colors off their newest album, Third Degree. Mike Portnoy's in that band, and I really like Mike Portnoy. He's a nice guy. Used to be in Dream Theater, and now he's in these little jam bands. So, gotta love him. Neil Morse is in that, I'm pretty sure. Neil Morse is in basically everything, from my understanding. Yeah. Well, just kind of waiting on Kyle to get here, because I have a few songs that I want him to listen to. Last week specifically, he mentioned that he liked polka. And I was like, you better come next week because I have a polka song that I want to play you. And here we are. He's not here. Hopefully he's here soon.
Wait, weren't you guys talking about how you're Polish and like...
I'm not Polish.
Oh, but Kyle's definitely Polish, right?
McGowan's?
Yeah, Kyle Gowans.
His last name used to be McGowan's.
Oh, was it?
His family name, yeah.
Dang.
So I think it's Irish then, I would guess.
Who's to say?
I don't know. I'm not Kyle's family tree.
But I went to a polka festival once, and it was just polka music and pierogies, and that's all it was, and it was amazing. I think it was all you can eat pierogies, which who can ask for anything better than that?
Not me.
You don't like pierogies?
Honestly, I don't even know what they are.
It's basically like a dumpling, but like instead of like, I guess like, you've had like Chinese dumplings, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that, but the filling is like potatoes or like cheese or like onions and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
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 It was a good time was had.
A good time was had. Anyways, this next track is Lucky Man by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Shout out to Newfangled Kitchen for that one, because that was Mongoloid by Devo, and they have the little Devo cap on the mannequin in the restaurant. You guys get it? Do you get the reference I'm trying to make here?
Yeah, I got it. That was a good one.
On the map?
Update on Kyle. I checked Snap Maps. It just said an hour ago he was in Maze. So that's not that helpful.
Yeah, not that helpful, because I was in class with him. Can confirm.
Can confirm he was there.
He said he would be here at 5:30.
Okay.
So in 6 minutes.
You got 6 minutes, Kyle.
He's got 6 minutes to get here.
Can you do a count?
Brandon Madden says he's not coming. He ain't showing up. We were just in here.
No, Brandon Madden is always right.
Yeah, man's always right.
Always right, Brandon.
Every time I talk to that man, he's always right. He could predict the weather 2 years from now, and he'd be right. So,
what's the weather 2 years from now, Brandon?
How would we even get that information? He
says it'll be the same as right now.
He did this. He just twirled his finger,
right? The same as right now.
The sky.
About the same as right now.
2 years. All right.
Probably hotter.
Someone put it on their calendar.
Hot. Just hot.
I bet it's going to be either hotter or colder, and that was the weather break with Doolin, Dalton, and the Songbirdies. Anyways, we were just in here talking about scheduling, and Allison is complaining about it. And
I'm not complaining. I am overthinking. There's a difference.
Yeah.
That could be your middle name.
That's such a mood.
Look at Brandon. He knows. I did this exact same thing with Brandon right before I came here.
Yeah. Once again, doesn't surprise me, but it's funny because he normally does the same stuff about similar things. So, anyways, what I was going to say is, here in the music tech program, we have a 4-year plan that's just handed to us as soon as we walk into the door. I don't think it's the same way with any other program here.
Computer science, I think it is planned out, but I've kind of messed it up for myself.
That's what I was going to reference to.
Fang gave me the spreadsheet with the plan.
Okay, so there is one.
There is a plan. It just doesn't really work for me. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm not sure if every major has a solid 4-year plan, but I know for me for social work it might not be the most solidified, but it's hey, you should take these here, here, and here, so that you're able to focus on like placement like your last year. But like I feel like it's more like flexible, like you should probably take this year instead of like this is what you need to take right now.
Business management is like do whatever you want whenever you want. Well, there's not very many requirements. It's a much like lighter load than most majors, and there's very few of them have prereqs. So
Gotcha.
It's pretty low key.
No prereqs. Dang.
Did I say no prereqs?
You said very
few.
Not many of them have prereqs.
Yeah. Like I took.
Yeah.
Which for social work there are many prereqs.
It's like you have to take every class in order. Basically. Yeah. It's not like that for business. I can do whatever, basically.
She can do whatever, basically.
Whatever, basically.
Nice.
Yeah.
Neil, the head of the technology department here at Capitol, was telling us that his daughter is looking at colleges. And
is she gonna come to Capitol?
I'm not.
Wouldn't she get a discount if her dad works here?
I think
know.
There's at
But
least
he,
a thing where people who have teachers for parents get like half tuition.
That's like the people who work for non-for-profits.
I thought it was teachers too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So like there's that.
No, carry on.
Dalton hates this so much.
I was just like about to tell you guys something, and you're like, Allison was like,
that always happens.
I was going to say
it.
that he was confused because he was going on college visits with her, and the first thing he asked was where was the 4-year plan, and like none of the colleges had it. So I feel like we're pretty
okay.
What's the word I'm looking for, Hannah?
Cool. We're pretty cool.
Not cool.
We're prepared. I don't know. Structured.
No. I was I want to say honored but not honored to have this for us. What am I?
We're fortunate.
Fortunate. Thank you. We're fortunate
to have such structure.
To have just given to us.
Yeah.
Because not all universities. I think you just go there and they're like, just here are the classes. Figure it out.
Most UC majors, I think, have like a 5-year structured plan because they do like every other semester is an internship, which is kind of crazy. But I'll kill you.
I just don't want to talk all day about this.
All right, well then turn on the song.
That's what I'm the host here.
That's
and
true,
sometimes it feels like you're the host. You know what I'm saying? You get on here and you're like, she comes in the room every time. No, she comes in the room every time and she's like, I don't want to be in the show. I don't want to be in the show
You
tonight.
asked us to be on the show today, at least until Kyle got here.
It's not our fault that he's late.
And then she's like, here's when I ask her, sometimes she'll just sit there and she won't say anything. But today, it's like, I'm just going to have my own conversation going on in the background.
But we have something to talk about today, and now you're gonna complain about us talking.
A lot of time you talk about stuff that I don't give a crap about. So
yeah.
And now she almost cursed on the show again.
But she caught herself.
I did.
God, that's such a potty mouth.
Allison,
your mom knew you talked like that? Maybe I should send these files over to your grandma and see how she feels.
Oh, dang.
Anyways, Nate Kalnitz, I always mispronounce his last name, but I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. Probably wrong. He had his senior recital hour last night, and it was amazing.
It was funky, man.
It was funky. He plays bass, so upright bass, electric bass, anything in between. He's a really fantastic artist, very creative, and I just wanted to play one of his songs, which is YODA, Yoda, by Fungus Among Us. All right, that was Cycles from a brand new band. You guys probably have never heard that song.
No.
That band is called Fresh Cut Flowers, and they released their first taste of music just this Friday. And you might be asking yourself, how did I come about this band? Well,
how did you?
That's because Ethan and Mike from Spirit of the Bear, this is their side project that they are working on. Kyle just arrived with his girlfriend Ashley. Allison, I'm going to have to kindly ask you to step out of the Songbird seat. You got candy?
You're good.
What do you got there?
Hey, guys.
Got a nerd's rope. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
What's up, Kyle?
I had to pick up the lovely Ashley.
The missus?
Yes. But,
were you running?
Well,
sounds like it.
Yeah, 5 o'clock traffic, man. You got to fight that stuff.
You got to run.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got to get out and push the car.
Yeah. It's like, okay, can you turn me up, actually, in the headphones?
After, yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's actually a show called Nathan for You, and you guys know like the format of those undercover boss kind of shows?
Yes.
Where it's like I went into this business and saved it. It's like that, but pretty much this guy goes in with horrible business plans. Like, oh man, I don't know. So one of his ideas was to start a get out of traffic program where he would, if you were stuck in traffic, there would be another driver that would come, get in your car, and then switch you seats on a motorcycle. Because in California, it's legal to split lanes. Mm-hmm. So it's literally like get out of traffic Uber. And it's horrible and it's really funny. But like that was one of his more sustainable ideas.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's super funny. But yeah, that's what I got.
That's what he's got.
So what's up next, man? Dude, okay, look, I'm feeling the band today, so like if we can play at least one band song.
Well, I was playing chill songs earlier, wasn't I, Hannah?
Yes.
I was like, Kyle's gonna like these songs, and he hits me with the I'll be a little late. Which is fine. But
sorry, dude. But no, man, we can play a chill band song. What do you want to play?
I'll figure it out. But right now,
okay.
We're doing a little bit of a student showcase right now.
Oh shoot, I'm so sorry.
Because Nate had his senior recital last night, so I played Fungus Among Us.
Heck yeah.
I just played a new song that came out Friday from a brand new band. It's a little side project off of Spirit of the Bear guys.
Okay.
Had a brand new song come out last Friday. They announced their new band and everything.
With the new band? What?
Yeah, they're called Fresh Cut Flowers. It's got the bassist and one of the synth players.
Who'd they leave out?
Spirit of the Bear.
The singer?
The singer and
guitar player?
Guitar player and drums, I believe. Yeah.
Cringe. Just kidding, Spirit of the Bear. We love you. We
do love Spirit of the Bear. We love Spirit of the Bear so much. This is Wallace off their new album, Spirit of the Bear. Hey, never mind. This is actually Bellyache by our friends Carter Band. Oh, he's got this long name. It's got a scroll. It's called Crabs Without Legs with, I believe, Eleanor Dakota. It's still scrolling. I don't know. Eleanor Dakota. Crabs Without Legs and Eleanor Dakota. This is Bellyache. Hey, what's up?
That was super solid, man. Spirit of the Bear, when they came, like there was like 4 people that came to the concert.
I know, we were 2 of them, yeah.
Literally, like super awesome band they got for WXCU. Like, I don't want to crack open this whole can of worms again. When COVID wasn't a thing, like we just struggled to get numbers to come because like we're trying to compete with like the Friday night cap crawl crowd. Yeah. Can I say that on the radio?
Yeah.
We're trying to compete with that crowd. But
Liam just gave you the eyebrows. He went cap crawl.
Sir. Oh gosh, no, there's no such thing. Yeah, but we're trying to compete with that. But like Spirit of the Bear was genuinely like a fantastic band and very talented. Like I was watching the guitar player warm up, and that dude's just good. Are they Cap grads?
I believe the singer is, yeah.
Yeah, well, go Cap. We're glad, man. You're out there doing your thing.
He's got his own studio now. Do you know?
I did not.
Yeah, here in Columbus. We should go pop a visit sometime.
Hey, what's up?
Neil could get us hooked up. Neil was talking about him today.
Yeah, I figured. I'm wondering who I'm going to do with that. I think I'm going to shoot big for that engineer project.
I'm just probably going to ask Andy, be like, hey, you got any friends I could interview?
No, dude, I'm going like, dude, do you know how many like people talk to the engineers of like famous people's band?
I don't know.
Probably like 2.
It's true.
Like the performer and then the company. Like there's no way they're like swarming out the door like famous. Like I'm like shooting for like either Dylan's like engineer or like Dead & Co, something along those lines. I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna see if I can get them. How awesome would that be though?
That'd be pretty cool.
You know, I got an interview with Mike Maines, which that was like insane, and I didn't think I'd ever get that, but he was like I mean, there's not a lot of people that probably DM him, you know, not that he's not popular or famous, but like it's just like that level is like you're able to talk to them, and I feel like a sound guy is about that level.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, nobody's gonna really look up like a sound guy except us.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'd be pretty easy.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We have a project in one of our classes where we're supposed to interview a sound guy. This is gonna be like Nagy's one, the final interview.
I know. I feel like I've done like 4 different interviews.
I mean, networking. It's because of networking, man.
Yeah. But still.
I don't know. I like networking. I like talking to people.
It's like I gotta ask them the same questions over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine though. I mean, I've like noticed like I actually started up my job at CVS and I like talk to a lot of people. And
yeah, I would imagine at like a retail store like that.
Yeah.
I guess you probably, and knowing you. You probably talked to a lot of people.
I did. I was talking to there's a Red Bull there's a Red Bull sales rep there, and he was buying like these. Am I allowed to like disclose what people are buying? Like, is that like okay?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you don't like describe the person and give details of like who they are.
It was just like the Red
Man
Bull.
number one was buying.
It was just like a Red Bull sales rep, and he was buying those like glasses that like clip onto you. He was buying those like, the sunglasses that clip onto your actual glasses. And he goes, I got prescription glasses, but it's kind of a B word to try and switch switch them. And I'm like, you just gotta commit.
Like, just get glasses that have.
No, I stand firmly by this. If you have transitions lenses, don't.
Just don't, Kyle.
Because like literally, you walk inside and they start getting that like gray like film where it's like not like they're not quite adapted yet. Mm-hmm. So you walk in, and it's like 10 minutes. You're just like, I don't know. I've always thought they were dumb. I've just always sucked it up. And
is that a new beanie? Did you get another new beanie?
No, this is the same beanie. I'm actually wearing a beanie, everybody. Yep, wearing a beanie. I'm scruffy. My beard's scruffy. You can't see it, but it's pretty scruffy.
McScruffy.
My mustache is long, and it's kind of awesome.
He's got the goatee. All right, Kyle. Well, remember last week and you said, I like polka music, and I said you better be here because I got a polka song for you?
Yeah, I absolutely love polka music. I'm Polish, man. Well, some people are Polish.
Hannah was just saying that. We were discussing whether or not you're Polish earlier.
I'm Polish?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not, like, Polish enough to be, like full-blood Polish. Like, right. I'm not like that, but I enjoy polka music, man.
Yeah, well, it's 2 tracks, technically.
Is this not, like, a polka song?
It is a polka song.
Okay, well, because, like, you're leading it up like it's about to be, like, a trick. Like, it's about to be, like, Polish metal. Is that exactly what it is?
Dang.
This is... I'm not even going to say who it's by. This is Van Polka / Vampira. Those last couple of songs were all by Devin Townsend. The first one was Van Polka / Vampira, and that was Borderlands off his new album Empath.
Yeah, it would turn me on. So, Dalton showed me the polka song, and every time I think...
I saw that you liked it. I saw that you liked both songs. So
I did. They were awesome. They like definitely like they're not conventional polka.
Kyle
music,
likes. Well, the second one wasn't polka music.
Well, yeah.
Kyle likes Devin Townsend.
Yeah, he's good. Can I tell my story? Like, are you about to like cut me off already?
No, you're good.
Well, every time like I think of polka.
How was your day,
music,
Joey?
It's good.
every time I think of polka music, if anybody's ever been to the Hofbrauhaus, it's pretty much like a German style like restaurant, like bar kind of thing that you go to your it was my cousin's 21st birthday, and they had these like long like banquet tables, and you can like dance on them and stuff. It was so funny because the band there was playing polka music, because like Germany and Poland have like the same kind of like music, so like it's similar in that way. So they were playing polka music, but like every third song I swear, like this band that was playing was like a Leonard Skinner cover band, because every third song it'd be like there ain't no beer in heaven, and then like Freebird. It was insane. And they like played Freebird with like an accordion. I'm over here like, what is going on right now?
I can respect the hustle.
It's so funny because it's like yeah, let's just throw some Skinner in there, like I just get done like, you know, polka dancing with my mom, and it was so funny because like all I hear is the guitar like start into Simple Man going, and I'm like, what is going on?
And then you hear the recording like boom 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 boom.
Yeah. Putting like a bass line into freaking Simple Man. That's my polka story that I always think about. Just the Skinner covered band. That's a polka band too. Cracks me up.
Gotta be versatile. Dead air.
Dead air.
Yeah, I like how we call it out. That's
Dead air. I'll just
go ahead and play
Dead
that
air.
song.
Yeah. Weather's nice out today. Reminded me of mountain time. Alrighty, those last few songs were Mountain Time by Gentle Giant,
Yeah, man.
and Ophelia off The Last Waltz by the band.
Yeah, man. It's a bluegrass day, acoustic driven stuff day, you know?
Oh, I know.
You're
All right.
in the
Yeah, I mean, this is if you're just joining us, this is On the Rocks with Doolin, Dalton.
And the Songbird. I'm here, guys.
He's here.
Yeah.
And
Rock
this
and roll.
is the podcast portion of our show.
We're already doing the podcast portion?
Yeah, I want to do it early. I'm hungry. I want to get out.
That's fine. Yeah, man. It's been a good start of the week. To everybody, I started working. I got my CVS job.
Mm-hmm.
My guitar is still not back in my possession.
That
Kind of
sucks.
upset about that.
Yeah, I would be too.
Overall, man, it's a sunny day out. I'm wearing black jeans. The sun is attracting my jeans, so it's hot all day. I was wearing a hoodie earlier. I need to get some like work shirts too, like just plain shirts. I was wearing a Bill's Donut shirt. I felt like just weird.
All my shirts are graphic T-shirts, basically.
Yeah.
I got a nice button up. It's black though. The other day, because I had to go get nice clothes for my interviews for my internship, which I got, by the way.
Nice job, man.
And I got a new party shirt. And I should wear that tomorrow. It'd be nice. Yeah, I did laundry. I can wear it tomorrow.
Why tomorrow? Just like around?
Just because it's a short sleeve button up. It's got like palm trees on it.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. I got to go take a quiz at Nagy's tomorrow.
What?
Sorry, your mic isn't on, Joey.
Do we have a
Yeah,
quiz?
you
Do
know
we
the
have a
vibes.
quiz tomorrow?
We do. We do have a quiz tomorrow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it.
Nah, you got to. Tuesdays are days to show up in class,
Well,
remember?
you know, it's relative.
It's relative.
Never mind. And moving on. Is there a limiter on this mic?
I think there's some type of...
Because I feel my
impression
voice
that we
as
go.
soon as I like get past a certain level, it'll cut off.
Yeah, it definitely...
I think it's the
There-
VU, man. See,
yeah.
do you hear that? Do you hear that?
What?
Like this, I'm speaking like this, and I get a little louder, and it goes down.
I mean, I can see it when I edit it. I can see it, what the
Cutting
waveform
off?
looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
I don't think you're... It's a limiter. It's like a hard limiter on it, I think.
That's dumb. Anyway,
Well, it's not, because I don't want the clip.
Yeah.
I know, but like my voice is like this, you know.
That's why I always turn you down every time you're in here.
You know what else is dumb, Kyle?
Like some blazing saddles over there. Okay, well...
Next topic.
Yeah, next topic. Dead air. I'm
Dead
just
air.
kidding. Yeah, man, it is a beautiful day out. I was hanging out with Ashley, and we went to the park in German Village, and we saw a bunch of dogs. And like, I'm not really a dog person, but like, I saw a golden doodle today. Do you guys know what that dog looks like?
Yeah, actually, my friend has one.
Can
I
ascertain what it looks like.
literally, it looks like a polar bear. I'm like, man, that's like the dog that I'd want, because like it's hypoallergenic and it's like it's a fun looking dog. It has like furry feet. I liked it because it just like was like dook dook dook, like going around. I'm cracking up and I'm laughing. I'm like, dude, that dog's just goofing around. And then I was giving the dog a voice. I was giving the dog a voice. I was like, as it was going around, it was like sniffing. So I was like, and then I was like, stick, leaf, pee. Like it was super. I don't know. It was just kind of
It's
goofy.
not P for Kyle. Come on.
Well, no, man. It's the dog smelling other dogs pee. I
You are a dog, so.
Okay.
Sorry. This is not content. What time are we gonna end, Dalto?
I don't care.
All right. Well, you know, this
Let's
week.
just have a normal podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I
then,
feel-
when the
Anybody-
conversation turns to and dead air, we'll leave.
Okay.
Anybody watch the Zack Snyder cut yet? Because I haven't.
I have.
The what?
I will report on the Zack Schneider cut.
The Zack Snyder cut.
Dude, Joey, we talk about this stuff like multiple times, and he does not pay
This
attention
is
at
like the
all.
third or fourth time we've discussed this.
know.
on the podcast.
I
What's
know.
Zack Schneider?
Snyder, no, there's no hard sh in there.
Okay, so I
Snyder.
watched it as
Can somebody explain
as
this
loyal
to me?
listeners will know, which I guess Kyle isn't a loyal listener to his own show.
Not at all.
The Zack Snyder cut is the remixed version of the Justice League movie.
Oh.
You remember? You
It's not
remember
really
now?
remixed, it's the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the original intent. I
I've
guess you
heard
would
a
say.
lot about that.
Okay,
It was something about the aspect ratio, and they're having it in black and white.
Yep.
Is that like
it's not black and white.
It's like darker. and
Yes,
more
it's
All
very.
right, so
I literally
Not saturated.
heard it was going to be in black and
long
white.
story short, Joey and I have been dogging on it
Oh, why?
ever
It's 4 hours
since.
long.
It's 4 hours long, really. There's
Holy-
no way. Justice League was originally not that great of a movie. There's no way adding more time to it is going to make it any better. Joey, we have to admit defeat. It
Oh
was
my
better.
gosh.
It was better
Really?
than the original.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
That's what I've heard.
it was better than the original. There was some goofy moments where I was like, okay,
I watched the first chapter and it just looked pleasurable to watch. Like it felt like I was watching like, do you know that one movie with like Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson, like The Lighthouse?
No.
yeah.
It reminded me kind of that with like the just.
That was. I've been
ratio
told
of
that's the
it as well.
prequel to the Misadventures of Captain Flapjack. I don't freaking know.
The Marvelous Misadventures of.
Not a
Flap-
chance.
Yeah, one of my friends tried to tell me, he was
Not
like,
a
"Yo, we
chance.
watched this movie. It was like all black and white." He was like, It was like the prequel to the Marvel's Misadventures
Dude,
of Flapjack. You know who that was? It was Brandon Madden. I was like, "Are you talking about the lighthouse right now?" He was like, "Yeah, there was a seagull."
I was there. When we had
Do you remember that?
I think I remember that too.
He
was
was like
so
such
baffled.
a clown.
He said, "Yeah, it was the prequel."
Dude, stop dogging on him. He's right outside.
I know, that's why I'm dogging on him.
Don't dog on him. I got you, Brandon. Leave him alone. It's probably easy to get that kind of crap mixed up, man.
Flapjack is the beginning of what was just a golden run of absolutely hilarious. Like most of our comedy as like a society has been based around like Captain Flapjack, I guess, the Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy.
I wasn't allowed to
Mason
watch
Gumball,
that.
and Adventure Time. That's our humor.
Okay, I'll add on to that. For me, it was Chowder.
Chowder
that I really liked.
Yes.
I like the Imaginary Kids ones and Codename Kids Next Door.
See, Cartoon Network. Okay, look, I was always a Nickelodeon kid because Nickelodeon had one show, and they still only have one show, and it's SpongeBob. Bro, listen, this is like SpongeBob is the most insane cultural phenomenon ever because literally started up in 99. I'm 20, I'm almost 21 years old, and SpongeBob is still relevant. Still, there's a new movie coming out, man. Here's the thing that Cartoon Network, they had very...
You're scooting into the desk. Calm down.
I'm sorry. They had, like, very of-the-time shows that, like, I feel like, okay, if there was a younger kid's not going to be watching, like...
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh, yeah. A younger kid is not going to be watching a regular show because it ended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A younger kid's not going to be watching Chowder because Chowder's, like, it only had, like, 4 seasons. A younger kid's not going to be watching Billy and Mandy because it's just not on. It was a little edgy.
It is good, though.
Really good. So, like, Cartoon Network did an amazing job of creating these, like, super of-the-time cartoons. We've had cartoon talks on here before. But
I know. We're supposed to be talking about Zack Snyder.
Anyway.
We'll get back to this. This is a good conversation.
I feel like this is, too. But, like, because, I mean, I grew up with, like, you know, Chowder and regular show. I love Chowder so much. I still think that's so funny. I always liked the... So one of my favorite like jokes in Chowder is when they make a joke and then they'll call back to it all episode. The Fairly Odd Parents did that too. See, Fairly Odd Parents is also good, but it didn't have like the lasting ability that SpongeBob had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You guys watch Fairly Odd Parents? Like it didn't like after like Drake Bell was Timmy in like the movie, like it just went down.
After Poof.
Yeah, but I feel like it still had its funny moments because like the one gag in Fairly Odd Parents was the callback humor, and it was always involving Cosmo, and it always cracked me up anytime. Like it's like, you guys remember the one episode where it's like Timmy was like Conan the Barbarian?
Yes.
And then Cosmo is tripped on a bug. Like that is the one bit from Fairly Odd Parents. I was about to say Timmy Turner. That's what my parents always said. The one bit from Timmy Turner that I always remember is that bit. The entire episode, he's just tripping on that bug, and it cracks me up every time. But like Chowder had that kind of humor too, but a little less. But they had a wider variety. But yeah, man, dude, like. I never watched Billy and Mandy, so I can't really speak on like into that one. But like I've watched Adventure Time and I've watched like, you know, regular show, but I just don't see anybody like outside of our area watching those shows because they're like they were made for us pretty much. I don't know.
One of the main like reoccurring themes are all these cartoons that like stuck with me and like developed my humor to where it is today is the kind of like randomness shock factor of it, because like there's an episode of Billy and Mandy where Billy's dad dresses up in a gorilla suit and jumps in a bush and goes wooga, 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 wooga. Like it happens once in the episode and that's funny, and then it happens like 3 other times in the episode. See, it's funny.
It's those kinds of jokes that like I agree with you, Joey. Like, you know, the media might have formed, or like
the media,
like the
lamestream media.
No, I don't mean to be like the media, but like the media might have changed because I feel like TV is like slowly like fading out. It's more like, you know, YouTube and online crap. But like, I mean, it's the same kind of stuff that's like funny.
Yeah, and there's like the jump cuts, like in Chowder, where it's like, no, Chowder, please. I said no.
Yeah.
Pretty please. What the? Like, stuff like that. Or, like, it's gonna take a whole lot more than that to impress me. He does the backflip and, like, it, like, zooms on his face. It's, like, hyper-realistic and disgusting. It's, like, slow motion. Like, ugh.
So, like
stuff like that. Like, just thinking about it makes it... It's just hilarious.
Because, like, and the things that go, like, on way too long, I feel like, okay, look, Family Guy has its moments, but, like, I feel like Family Guy does, like, sometimes a good job is, like, when something goes on for way too long. Chowder did that really well because it brought it to, like, a children's, like, what's the word a children's,
format.
Yeah, a children's format. Because, I mean, like, you know, everybody knows, like, when Peter falls outside and he sits out for, like, 10 minutes grabbing his knee.
Or,
like,
the bird... The bird fights.
Oh, yeah. Or, yeah, the chicken fights. When Peter fights the chicken. Like, you know, that's just, like, What Chowder did was it brought, like, that kind of humor, like, where it's way too long, and it's super annoying to
like,
anybody.
Like, no money means no animation.
That was
like
the
5
best
minutes of that.
episode ever.
It was. That's also, I'm pretty sure that's also the one where it's like, pretty please.
Please.
So.
And they just, like, keep saying please. Yeah, so... Just, I don't know. I feel like those shows that we're talking about right now are just, like, of the time. Like, of course I'll be like, you know, hey, kids, you watch some Adventure Time, and then look back and be like, wow, this is, like, kind of sketch.
Yeah. I had never really gotten into Adventure Time that much, but I understand the relevance and the cultural impact it had in our generation.
See, Adventure Time, like, wasn't, like, I'd say, like, Adventure Time wasn't, like, laugh out loud funny. It had these, like, moments of humor that, like, always stick out. Like, I don't know, it's way different.
I also feel
you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah.
it didn't have those, like, like, super, like, cry laugh crap like Chowder did, but, like, it had funny things in it. I can't explain it because I don't want people to think I'm thinking, like, Adventure Time stupid. Like, you can quote Adventure Time, you know, but you know,
I feel like Adventure Time had different impacts for different reasons, like, especially music. Like, I feel like...
Yes.
Like, the Adventure Time did, like, such a good job of, like, incorporating, like, synthy music.
Yes.
Or, like, indie music. And, like, I feel like that is that shows the reason why, like, that kind of music has gotten so popular among, like, people like us.
That show just had, like, the absolute best vibe in the world. Because something that was interesting, the Adventure Time plot is, like, pretty good just in general. And, you know, you start, like, watching it and you're like, oh, this is, like...
Kid show.
Yeah, like, medieval. Like, it feels medieval.
I think
almost.
it is kind of, like, for just the first season or two, where it's just like, okay, this is just, like...
It's like,
they're just going on adventures and stuff. And then it's like, oh, well, here's the actual, like, lore and plot
it
and
feels,
stuff like that.
It feels medieval, and if you don't know, like, if you're watching Adventure Time, you've had a long time to watch it. Like, it's not medieval. It's, like, post-apocalyptic.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, like, why there's, like, a basic form of technology, and that's why there's creatures around, because, like, it was post-apocalyptic, so, like, a bomb went off and everything was, like, radiation bullcrap. And there's, like, different dimensions, which it's a fantasy show, but, like, it's the reason why there's, like, so much, like, fantasy aspects, because, like, civilization just, like, blew itself up.
It's crazy to think of just all the impacts that, like, media has that we, like, don't think about. Like, literally the only reason why anybody in this room knows, like, Country Roads Take Me Home is because Fallout 76.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that.
I mean, some people, like, you know, like people like us who, like, live in Ohio or, like, live in that area, like, you know,
or,
like, our parents
John
knew
Denver.
the song.
Yeah.
But, like, there are just so many more people that were exposed to that song.
It was only relevant.
It was only became relevant and only became, like, a song, like a classic sing-along song. A classic sing-along song was because of Fallout 76. And the trailer has, like, that trailer has more views than any other, I think, video, like, Bethesda's YouTube channel. It's more than Skyrim.
Yeah, sorry, Dolan, go ahead, buddy.
Did you guys see where Bethesda is now with Microsoft?
Yep, they spent $8.7 billion.
They're going to ruin it.
That's what I was like, dude. They're gonna make that stuff like console exclusive.
Yes.
That makes me mad.
Ooh.
Every single Bethesda game on Xbox, they can get on Xbox, is on Game Pass for free. And any game that does not come to Game Pass will not launch on a console. So, like, it has to be on Game Pass to be on that platform. So, like, Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield will only be on PC and Xbox. Because they were the only
wow.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that makes me really mad because my PlayStation 5 is better than my PC.
I hate to say it, I'm glad I have Xbox, because the only reason I would ever upgrade to the new console is for Elder Scrolls.
Yep. It's like, unless PlayStation caves in and says, sure, we'll allow Game Pass, which is like they will bleed money if they do that, so they won't. Nintendo might, but
Nintendo definitely will. Nintendo is in the business. I feel like Nintendo's like the little brother that just like caves into everything.
Yes.
But like they've got their hand in everything. And it's not like they need to like make a crap.
They're also
ton of
just
money.
not good with their community either. So
Nintendo.
yeah, they're awful.
Really?
yeah. But
Why?
it is.
Dude, Mario.
I mean, yeah, the games are good, but like
Yeah,
but-
the game's good. It's like their online services are really bad. Their tournament standards are really bad. Their
But-
business practices, even with like the new Mario trilogy thing that came out, they're like, oh, we're just gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, that is.
So
kinda,
you just buy it when you can, and then if you didn't, oh well, that
That is-
sucks. You can go
that's-
buy it off a scalper.
yeah.
that's
but,
super stupid.
It is.
Also, they never put their games on sale. They're always
Dude, no,
same
they had
price
a
all the
Mario
time.
Day sale. Did I tell you I got a Switch? I forgot to tell you this. I got a Switch, and it was on Mario Day, so like it was the perfect day because the dude I bought it from,
it's a lizard.
the two dudes or the dude that I bought it from, he gave me 3 games, so I pretty much just exchanged games. I have Mario Maker 2 now, and I'm like playing Ross's Worlds. It's kind of insane.
But I'm
Sorry, go ahead.
It is literally impossible, and you cannot convince me otherwise, that Microsoft Game Pass is not the single-handedly best deal in gaming right now. Like there's nothing better than Microsoft Game Pass.
I wish Sony would do that because they have PS Plus, right?
They try with, I think it was PS View or PS Now.
here's the thing.
Flopped.
They got two.
Joey, they still have PS Now and they have PS Plus. They're 2 different services.
Yeah.
PS Plus gives you online stuff like Xbox Live, and you get a couple free games every month, right?
Yeah.
PS Now is like Google Stadia, where you can stream games,
it.
but you can also download them for free, basically. And there was rumors going around that those 2 are going to inevitably just become one, which honestly would make it worth it, because you get PS Plus has a bunch of free games that usually end up going to the PS Plus free game section.
That's why. That's the thing. It's the same thing that Microsoft did. Microsoft just did it first
Mhm.
because you pay for the gold, which is online, and you get a couple free games, and then you pay for the the $1 or whatever it is for Ultimate.
Yeah, but is it 2 separate things you have to pay for?
on Xbox, yes.
It's Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I think it's $15 a month for Gold and Game Pass, and with Game Pass you get every single Bethesda game, ZeniMax.
Oh, so then it's basically the same thing, but Game Pass definitely has way more games.
Yes, but like you get every single EA game, you get every single Bethesda game, ZeniMax game, Obsidian game, pretty much most AAA games. I think The Witcher 3 is on it, Red Dead's on it.
The Witcher is on it.
Red Dead's even more things right there.
Dude, The Witcher.
And like all that for $15 a month. And then if you get on PC, you can get PC exclusive games like Flight Simulators on Game Pass.
Yeah, so it's way better than PS
Or
Plus,
any other
'cause
game.
There's
you
just
could
way
get-
more games.
Any other game you could get on
or PS
whenever
now.
Xbox, you can get on your PC.
Yeah, whenever we start talking, it always just ends up back at talking about consoles and stuff. Like,
I think at the end of the day, I think Microsoft, this is like their saving grace. Game
Yeah,
Game
the
Pass,
games.
was like it is their magnum opus.
Yeah, I really. Okay, for a while, like now that like Microsoft has Bethesda and is gonna bleed out PlayStation with like a whole fan base of like Elder Scrolls, because like the only reason I would ever buy a new gen console is to play the new Elder Scrolls.
Here's the thing, though. I'm definitely going to be jealous. Is it going to be good, though? Because Bethesda games right now
kind of suck.
Have been sucking and going downhill ever since Skyrim.
My thing is there's literally no way it could be bad. At me, pinpoint this, clip this when it is bad. But my gosh, they've spent literally since Skyrim's released to whenever it's released, which is going to be like 12 years. They're going to be spending all that time putting it into this next game because they know it has to be the best.
And also,
they cannot tarnish Elder Scrolls. Every Elder Scrolls game is so good.
Yeah, they also did that with
Skyrim's bad and it's good.
Yeah, you know what other game company did that after their big successful game? CD Projekt Red. They recently came out with a game called Cyberpunk. I don't know if you've heard of it. They came out with Witcher 3, and that game's like super high up in the list.
Here's my thing about that. No one is going to bully Bethesda into releasing a game that's not ready.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
The thing with this, the thing with
76?
Elder Scrolls.
I know, but look, I think that is a different production team than Skyrim. It is still Bethesda, but it's still a different like branch essentially.
I'm pretty sure that the Skyrim and Fallout ones are pretty close together.
Okay, look.
I think the different branches are like Doom and then like the Dishonored series, like Arcane Studios.
Yes.
Those are like the different branches. But I'm pretty sure Fallout
Let me
the Elder Scrolls are pretty close. Are they not, Joey?
This is something I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And that's the problem. So what I'm going to say is I feel like Fallout is a less sacred series than
Liam's looking at me weird.
Elder Scrolls is.
I will say, with like all this Microsoft stuff, like Bethesda will be designing this game specifically for Xbox. Like they're going to have that advantage. They're going to have the advantage of like $8.6 million more at their disposal to perfect this game. I'm pretty sure each studio is going to like quintuple in size. Years
of work too,
and
they're writing side quest right now.
And also, like, it took Oblivion released 2007, 2008, and then 5-6 years later, now it's going to be
Skyrim.
like probably 13, 14, 15 years between Skyrim
and so like within the next couple of years we should have the game.
And Starfield's going to come first, but that's also a different studio,
right? So my thing is, I feel like the Fallout games are a little less sacred than the Elder Scrolls series, because it's just me, but I've always preferred Skyrim over Fallout. I love Fallout, and that was a great game, but I've always preferred magic sword than like this modified rocket launcher that's insane.
Really just want Obsidian to make another one. That's it.
Fallout?
Yeah.
I love Fallout too. I mean, it's something
I like Fallout 4.
I like
as
Fallout
much
4.
As people say they don't like it. I like
people
it.
give it hate. It's a really good game. The weapon mods were sweet.
I just felt like it just was kind of lackluster in terms of like I pre-ordered the game and I played the heck out of it, and after like a week and a half, I was like, I've done everything. I feel like there should be so much more.
There's no way,
dude. I bought the DLC for that game. I played it for half a year. That game's awesome.
I didn't end up buying the DLC.
DLCs.
Like when the first game came out, I just steamed through it and I was like, oh my god.
See, I didn't like use every aspect of the game because there's like a whole base building dynamic in Fallout 4.
Oh, I did that.
I was not interested in that at all.
I did everything in that game.
The thing that I liked about Skyrim is like the DLC was so awesome, number one, and like the house, like you building a house DLC, I liked that a lot better than like me actually having to build my house. Because like gosh, every time, man. But like I like just going to the house, Carl, and being like, hey man, like can you just like put it like a sorcerer lab, and they're like, yeah, and then it's just there and it looks awesome. I'm like, all right, well I'm cool. Yeah, that's just my preference, man. And I feel like Skyrim's a sacred title. Not that Fallout isn't.
Well, I hope that it is good, and then I'll have to be like, well, I guess I'll buy an Xbox now. But
yeah,
I don't want to buy an Xbox. I got a PlayStation 5. I'm very content with my PlayStation 5. I think it's one of the best consoles ever made, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
For me, I'm like I'm a Bethesda junkie. Like I just like Elder Scrolls, and if I was ever gonna like get like a next gen console other than like the Switch, I think it'll be interesting when that game does come out, because it's going to be big. It's going to be building off the success off of Skyrim. So I wonder if Sony's going to be like, listen, let's just pay it. Let's just get this game on this console because it's going to sell. It's going to sell. It will. It's just how you never know, man. Because it has PC too. It's on PC too, right?
Yeah.
So that's just rough. And we're speculating. They could. Microsoft.
This is years from now, literally years from now.
Yeah, the thing is Microsoft and PlayStation have been like playing nicer a lot lately, so with crossplay and stuff. Yeah. Like now that like
especially Sony, because they were like no, and then they were like, I guess so.
Yeah. Sony was literally like, you're not gonna pay for online subscription, and that was like their flagship thing. But then they were like, oh no, and they caved, and now you have to pay for online.
Mm-hmm. It's not that expensive though. I think they lowered the price. I think it was $100, now it's like $60 a year.
Yeah,
so,
I mean I
pay yearly.
So yeah, like that's. So yeah. I feel like, man, we just need to have like one console.
Yeah. So Snyder Cut.
Okay, back to all that.
Snap back to reality.
It was good. I watched it. I enjoyed it. There's some moments in it where I was like, this is a little goofy. There's one character arc. There's character arcs in this version, turns out, that was like way too like, okay, I get it.
Oh.
But it was a new character. That's his first appearance in the.
Because Batman's like, I'm
Well, Batman doesn't really have one. I'll just say it. It's not really a spoiler. It's a Cyborg.
Yeah.
His character arc in that movie is like, okay.
Because he was in like
I
5
get it.
minutes of the first Justice
I
League.
get it. Just they keep bringing up the Cyborg thing. It's like, okay, this is just
I'm a cyborg.
Justice League and Cyborg. Like, I get it. Cyborg's Justice League.
Wait,
But the
why is Cyborg in the Justice League? He's part of the Teen Titans.
he's in both.
No, he's not.
Yes.
He can only be in one.
Okay. Well, Teen Titans. The
Where
ending
are
scene.
the Teen Titans? Is Robin in there?
No.
Hold on. The ending scene. I'm not going to
No.
spoil
Bro,
it.
just spoil it. Nobody cares.
Joey's going to watch it.
Oh, okay.
I know what happens. I know what happens.
You
Oh.
don't. You do know what
I know
happens?
what happens.
All right.
Did you watch the
if
whole
you haven't seen
the
new
whole nightmare
Justice League,
thing?
Yes.
Everybody.
Okay, Joey. There's a whole nightmare section spelled like the Dark Knight Nightmare
Oh, that's cool.
section at the very end of the movie, where it's alluding to future films and this franchise, which is honestly really weird because I'm pretty sure there's been no word at all that they're going to be making any of these
I'm pretty
future
sure
movies.
they said that they aren't.
Yeah,
like,
and
this
Ben
is just
Affleck
like
said he's
what-
not playing Batman anymore.
Yeah.
So it's
Ben
kind of
Affleck was Batman.
yes.
That's baller. How could
It's
it be?
not. It's really
Yeah,
not. He
he's
is
not. I think
easily the worst.
I think he makes a great Bruce Wayne. Nah, he's awful Batman. The worst Batman.
'Cause, like,
Wait,
they, like,
from the Dark
auto-tune-
Knight? From
they,
the
like-
Dark Knight?
no.
No.
Who played the Dark Knight?
Christian Bale.
Bale.
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I was like, how could it be bad with the Dark
Probably
Knight?
the best Batman.
He's the best Batman.
Okay, but another sidetrack.
Bro, we can't. Let me finish the
finish the nightmare, and then I'll.
in the nightmare thing. They lead to future movies. Blah blah blah. That's when Jared Leto comes out. He says, "We live in a society." Whatever.
Shut up.
There's with Teen Titans. Joker is like, "Oh, where were you when I killed Boy Wonder or whatever?" So
where it's like Mark Hamill, so it's like, where were you when I get? You know.
no, it was Jared Leto. He goes,
Shut up, dude. He's the worst Joker.
But,
I don't care what anybody says.
"Yeah, he's not a good Joker.
Freaking-
Now,
If Mark
He's silly. He's
if,
goofy."
Yeah. If Mark,
Okay, Joey, I have a question though.
Yes.
Not to. When did they introduce Deathstroke? Did you? That might be a little bit of a spoiler.
they did not. I do not think they introduced him.
Yes, they
introduced-
did.
They introduced him in like the original version. But
Listen.
They introduced him in.
Listen, at the end of the movie, before the nightmare, I'm kind of spoiling it, but I don't care.
dude.
Deathstroke comes in. He's talking to Lex Luthor, and it's like Deathstroke. He's got the full getup on. In the nightmare, is that Deathstroke too,
I don't know.
Was that Will Smith?
without his mask on because he has the eye
No.
patch, right?
Was Will Smith Deathstroke?
He was Deadshot.
They shot.
Oh, Deadshot. There's so many.
Because Allison was like, "Yeah, that's Deathstroke," because he just showed him, and then he's in the nightmare with an eye patch.
They just handled the DC expanded universe so poorly. Like they should. It should have been pretty clear cut. Like Man of Steel, separate Batman movie.
Yeah, it should have been a
separate Wonder
Batman
Woman movie, separate Flash movie, like all that, like, and then ensemble or like tied in like Captain America and the Winter Soldier with like kind of like that, but like BB Soups, Batman vs Superman, and then you have the full ensemble like after
Yeah.
everyone's stories, but like, they were just like, nope, let's make this literally as confusing as possible and have like 3 different people play the same character and like
I think it's so funny too that in the Wonder Woman storyline, it's like 1984, the World War I, right?
Yeah.
Which is super good, pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Then there's she's in Dawn of Justice, right? The Batman v Superman. She's like, "Oh, Wonder Woman's cool." And that movie came out before her World War I, right? She's like, "Oh, these 2 movies make Wonder Woman look cool," but apparently in between that time, she was wacky in the 80s, and she was
Dude.
going to malls and fighting
I
bad
feel
guys.
like okay.
and that
look.
movie's literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen. So.
Okay, I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight that real quick. I feel like it was probably a good movie in concept, and I think it's cool. And Wonder Woman's cool.
Did you watch 1984?
No, see,
That movie is by far the worst movie I've ever seen,
Okay,
without a doubt.
so this is I'm gonna speak on. I don't care. I'm gonna speak on like DC's like storylines behind their characters. DC managed to like make their characters super gritty and have like these like awesome backstories
In the
they just-
comics.
and they just threw that away.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They
I've
threw-
always said that Marvel's got the better movies, but DC's got the better comics.
Because, like, dude, Batman's awesome. Like, I mean, yeah, it's, like, goofy, and you think of Adam West instantly, but, like, comics Batman, his parents died. He's all, like, gritty, and he's like, I don't kill. And, he's like that. It's gritty. Like, if you guys ever get, like, Batlore is awesome. Like, I was playing the games when The Dark Knight, or on the... What's the
Arkham
Arkham?
games.
The Arkham games are great.
Mhm.
Because
They're busted.
Batman's just gritty and scary, and, like, they make you afraid of him, DC just threw that away.
There's also like the whole like New 52 storyline of Batman, which is like when I read the comics, and that's amazing. He dies and then comes back.
Ugh.
Jim Gordon is Batman for a little bit.
Have you guys seen The Killing Joke?
Yes, I own it, and I own the comic.
Great comic and film. I haven't read the comic.
There's a whole arc in the film that's not in the comic, and it's really weird and makes me uncomfortable every time I watch it.
Is it the yeah?
That was not in the comic, and I don't know why they added that.
That did confuse me too, because I was like, oh, like I don't think that probably didn't happen.
Didn't happen in the comics at all. Not even alluded to.
For those of you that haven't seen it, there's a scene where Batman is on the subway and he just absolutely lets one rip. Like he lets the nastiest fart.
That's not what we're talking about.
They put it in the movie, and it was so disgusting. But like, it didn't happen in the comics. It's like no.
Batman
context.
has a romantic fling with Batgirl in the movie, which is not even in the comic at all.
It just made me uncomfortable. Anyway, so
it's like that. It's that whole section of the movie, and then the Killing Joke picks up. It's like, why is that even in the movie,
dude? Look, Mark Hamill's the best Joker. They need to somehow CGI. They have to lip sync Mark Hamill to somebody who looks more like the Joker, because my gosh,
Kevin Conroy is also like, if you think of Batman, you think of Kevin Conroy's voice, no doubt.
He's the Arkham.
He's like any animated Batman you ever see. It's probably Kevin Conroy.
No, dude,
and
I
Arkham.
thought it was Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill's the Joker.
Dude, Mark Hamill's the Joker in the Arkham games, the 90s series, and
Kevin Conroy is the Batman for all of those.
Oh, okay. yeah, okay. I thought you were arguing that Kevin Conroy was Batman.
No.
I was like, no.
That's what you
just said.
Oh, no, I thought you were arguing that he was the Joker. I was like, dude, there's no way. Mark Hamill's the best Joker.
This guy.
See, that's the magic. That's the magic of animation, man. You can get somebody who sounds like them and just animate them how they should look.
Do you know what is always surprising how good it was? The one like Future Batman where it was like Terry and he was like
I never watched that, but Batman Beyond,
Batman Beyond is really good.
Beyond is so good.
I watched a few episodes when it was like actually airing, but I haven't watched it since.
But Mark Hamill's Joker in The Killing Joke was good because it was ours, so they pretty much do whatever the hell they wanted.
Yeah, The Killing Joke and Death in the Family. It's either Death in the Family or Death of the Family. I think it's Death in the Family. It's like the most brutal like Batman stories.
For my birthday one year, I got like the one where like Bane breaks the bat. Like I got that. I got the full 300-page graphic novel. It's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Have you ever read The Long Halloween?
I didn't know.
That's a good one too.
So pretty much, yeah, that's my opinion. I think Mark Hamill's the Joker. Kevin Conroy?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably the Batman. I feel like see, that's the other thing that they just missed out. Well, nobody will have. Heath Ledger, man, I wish he wouldn't have passed so early. Because, man, he was the Joker. I think, aside from Mark Hamill, Heath Ledger's Joker was it.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, I was about to say, he does a really good one, too.
Wait, who?
Joaquin Phoenix.
In what?
The Joker.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Like, those two are on par with each other. Completely different movies. But, like, I'm talking like Batman versus Joker. Is Batman in the Joaquin Phoenix version?
Nope.
Bruce Wayne is.
Yeah, like there's like a scene where like because at the end of the movie, spoilers if you haven't seen the Joker.
I haven't, but it's cool. I don't care.
Batman's
did you not watch this in theaters with us last year?
No.
Oh, but there's like a scene where there's like a big riot, and like in the midst of the riot, you see like a robber go up to a guy like rip off this girl's pearls, and they shoot both of them, and you see a kid, and it's like, oh, that's Batman.
So okay, pretty much.
Well, they also say it's Bruce Wayne in the movie. Like that's like Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne, and Martha Wayne.
Okay, look, it's not. That's irrelevant. I'm talking like Batman versus Joker, comic like rivalry, Dark Knight, all the way. If literally the Dark Knight had, if Heath Ledger was just good, I can't say like I wish Mark Hamill was in there. Like, you know, who's the best Batman then? Are we going Kevin Conroy?
Probably for voice wise, Kevin Conroy. Like if you think of the Batman, like you think of Kevin Conroy's voice. But Christian Bale did a dang fine job.
I'm thinking of one that I really like too. Who did?
Is it the Tim Burton ones?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah, I really like Mike Keaton as Batman.
Dude, the Tim Burton ones were okay. They're just too goofy.
I just like them because they got like the old school like comic vibe to them. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like Gotham is like gothic.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's like they got these tall skyscrapers.
Super like yellow like bat symbol.
Yeah.
Like
and the villains are still like real villains. They're not goofy. You know what I'm saying? It's just the world around them is very comic-y.
I will say, this was the tangent I tried going earlier.
Yeah.
But I am unbelievably excited for the Robert Pattinson.
I forgot about that.
I always forget about it. And then I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, this is.
He got COVID during the filming, so
That's ridiculous.
But like, it looks super good, and like, I'm really excited because I think Colin Firth is the Penguin, and like that, because like in the trailer, he does not look like Colin Firth. He's literally unrecognizable.
Yeah.
They did such a perfect job.
Dang, the Penguin.
who else is in the movie? It's the Penguin,
the
Catwoman.
Catwoman's in it.
That's kind of a strange.
Yeah, the Riddler's in it. I think the Riddler's the main guy, isn't he? No,
Yeah.
that's at least is what it's alluding
That's a
to.
strange like villain to start the series.
The
off
Riddler?
with. No, yeah, or the Penguin.
So Robert Pattinson, Batman, Zoe
Yeah.
Kravitz, Catwoman, Paul Dano, Riddler, Colin Farrell, the Penguin, Jeffrey Wright, Commissioner Gordon.
Do you know why they're doing that? Probably because they don't want to find another Joker.
Yeah.
They're too scared, that's reasonable. That is reasonable.
Also, I mean, there was just a Joker movie, so it's like, no, we don't need that.
I would want Joker.
There's
again.
Carmine
But
Falcone.
it's way harder to find like a Joker than it is to find like a Riddler. Like any lanky Jim Carrey could. It wasn't Jim Carrey actually the Riddler.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just making a joke, but like some dude like Jim Carrey, like some up and coming Jim Carrey dude, could be the Riddler. It's easy.
The Riddler's pretty spooky in the comics, dude.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like they made him too goofy in the Adam West one. It just was goofy.
Enigma, whatever his name is.
Enigma.
Is it Edward Enigma or something like that? I don't know.
Anyway, but yeah, I like the Riddler. He's one of my favorites. Who's favorite? Okay, I know we're trying to bail early, but like Batman's awesome. Favorite Batman villain. I think.
Can we not count the Joker? Because this will make it interesting. Let's not say the
yeah.
Joker.
So like, who do we have? Like, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze.
Does he have to be in the movies?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Like if you want Kite Man or Calendar Man,
Yeah.
Polka Dot Man,
Yeah,
Man
Polka
Bat.
Dot Man's my favorite
There's
villain.
Man-Bat.
Man Bat.
Man Bat's pretty good.
Like you can either go like movie Bane or like comic book
Comic book Bane.
Comic
Because
book
movie
Bane's-
Bane's like, nobody go to house.
I feel like both are pretty good though.
But then like,
then
and then like comic book Bane is like 7 feet tall.
Yeah, and he's
the
like a
big-
brute.
Yeah. Because like I don't think in the movie like Bane was like a this big like superhuman dude with like serum and like stuff. Like he was just like
he
a
wasn't. He was
bulky
just,
guy that like
yeah.
had a mask on.
And that's fine. I thought it was really good. They had to change the character. There's no way they're gonna.
One of the funniest South Park episodes ever is the one where like they all like get the Bane masks and when they put on the mask, they like turn into Bane, and then like Randy puts on the mask and he thinks like the UPS guy delivering all the masks is like cheating on like his wife.
Oh my gosh.
So like
I've seen this
he like
episode,
gets
yeah.
into the truck with the mask on and like puts a gun up to like the UPS
Oh
driver
my
and he's like,
gosh.
"A man's wife is his life, Mr. UPS man." And like in middle school, like my friends and I would always just be like, "A man's wife is his life, Mr. UPS man."
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. All right, do you guys have your villain?
Do it now. You go first.
I go first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I actually don't have mine.
Joey, go first.
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow.
Oh,
That's a good one.
dude.
Right, Kyle. Now you go.
Oh, dude, Scarecrow's so good,
Nope,
especially in
nope.
the games.
Be original. Be original. Sorry.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Try again.
Okay, so who else is there?
Red Hood. Red Hood's mine.
Red Hood's
I like the
awesome.
arc.
Dude, not all the pressure's on me. I don't want to be corny and like pick like the Riddler.
Bro, pick
but
Joe Chill.
Who the heck is that?
Isn't that like the original guy that like in like the
Yours
original
is
Batman's parents?
Kyle. Yours is the guy with the puppet who kills people with the puppet.
I kind of like Mr. Freeze, honestly. Like Mr. Freeze is kind of solid. Like not Arnold. Mr. Freeze.
His is good. His comic arc where it's like, yeah, his wife got like horribly frozen in this bad scientist that like the funding went away.
He's just trying to.
And now and he eventually gets her back, and he just quits his life of crime. That's his whole arc.
I was right though. Like Joe Chill in like the original comics, that's the guy that killed Batman's parents, right? Joe Chill.
And one of
No,
the
I know
timelines, yeah.
Two-Face is mine, hands down.
Harvey
Two-Face.
Dent. Dude, that's what all the Long Halloween is about, is with the two gangster families, and they go head to head, and it's Bourne's Two-Face.
I literally love like Two-Face because like it's like more like the mafia than like a lot of things, and it's like crime, you know.
You would love the Long Halloween.
I probably would.
It's a great book.
I love Two-Face. He's my favorite, especially with like the coin. It's like heads you live, tails you die. You don't die.
His CGI in The Dark Knight is still like one of the craziest things ever.
But he does. Bam! Like the limo flips over. I don't even know what's it.
Heads you live, tails you.
All right.
So this has been
On the Rocks with Doolin, Dalton,
and the Songbird.
And Ace Spiel reporter Soto.
And thank you guys so much for hanging out with us and listening to the bat lore. We're rocking out. We'll be back. Yeah, we'll be. we'll be. Make sure to check out our Instagram, WXCU on the rocks, and make sure to use promo code bro.
So I went ahead and turned his mic off. He's still talking, actually.
No, I'm not.
But this has been On the Rocks with Doolin, Dalton, and Songbird. Catch us next week, Monday, 5.
I gotta do the fade out joke. I gotta do the fade out joke.
Oh.